Welcome back to Chateau Langford on Méchet, everyone. I don't know why I have to say it that way. I just feel like because if I say it with my regular Australian accent, it's a little too bogan. Well, anyway, we finished, we fertilised the cows last time, and I guess the grass that they're eating. We bought a new combine. If you didn't check that episode out, I'll put a link in the top right corner of your screen so you can go back and check that out also. You can see also I've picked up a few more contracts for us to do today. We've just got to make back a little bit of money after all the money I spent yesterday. Oh, hang on. Now, I think I take the next... Oh, hang on. Oh, let me just park in the middle of the road here. Yeah, I turn up here. We're going up here to do David's mowing. Then we've got a fertilizing job to do over here, but on the way back we'll do another mowing job. So we'll go mowing, fertilizing, and then we can go home. Or we can see, because I wouldn't mind taking the combine out to do a little bit more, to do a combine harvest. Now the big $14,500 combine job, I went to take it and it disappeared. So it just did one of those things that Farming Sim does sometimes, where you go to take the contract but it might have just washed out and it might be just a little bit too late to take that contract, but that's all right. We'll stay on standby, ready for a good harvesting contract that we can get. But in the meantime, we'll head up here, and this will be the first time we do a mowing job. What I might do is I might just drop, well, I suppose we could mow. Can we? No, we're gonna have to put the cutter on the back. Now, where is the best way to access this? I think we've got to take a left up a little bit further. Yeah, I think up a bit further. Also, thank you for those that left some messages last time out about our tractor that we're going to try and go for. Some good decisions there. MGL had a good choice. Maybe we could get a telehandler with the PTO that had enough grunt in it, and it could sort of double. And that would really be good for a lot of the yard work we have to do, and doubling down if it had a PTO would be really handy. So that's a really good option. Rupert, I think Rupert's Bear had really loves his cases and has a beauty of a case that he uses, but I am quite partial to a case tractor, so that is also on the cards too. I'm just going to drop this bucket here in this person's yard. Oh, I just realized that that thing is a pest to put on. Now we're going to switch the mower around because we're going to do some cutting. Now I think what I'll do is I'll put the fertilizer on the front, and that way because you can still spread from the front, right? It's got a PTO on the front, you can still spread from the front. Let's see if I can pick this thing up. Eek. I'm a little bit worried, considering last time I had so much trouble picking this thing up. Oh! It seems to be better picking it up from the front anyway. Right, I'm going to switch to the back. And we're going to start clipping this grass. I might have to run around the anti-clockwise way. Someone beeping horns out the back of my house. I'm going to switch that on. Hey, what do you know? The old cutting blade works. And we're just going to roll around the farm cutting like this. Yay! It works. Well, this is good to know for the future anyway. 5 miles an hour? Eek! That's tough. Yes, this is going to be a slow cut. I think we're going to have to potentially upgrade our mowers too. Okay. I think I've just made the executive decision that this is gonna be sold. Yep. It's like we're doing away with all the old on the farm, and it's all about the new. We're going to get ourselves a new mower. I'm also going to leave this fertilizer at the shop. We'll grab it on the way back. Yeah, 5 miles an hour around the paddocks is just a little bit too slow for me. And I'm all about doing a nice cut, but that's a little bit too much. We'll have a look at the mowers that are available in our price range when we get there. We better buy our weeder as well before I start blowing the budget too much. I'll go ahead and place our spreader just here. Let's go like that. Let's lower it. Let's drop it. Let's then plonk this bad boy down in here and get rid of it. Plonk. go. Good luck with that, guys. Okay, let's have a look at this. Sell it. That one we don't need to repair it, actually. That's pretty good. We will sell it for 300 and, I mean, it's 396 bucks. It's not very much, but we got to get something better than that. All right, what have we got in? Oh, we're doing a save, actually. Save's a good idea. This one, please. Ooh, oh man, I would love this, but we just got a brand new combine that's a step up from what we had. Let's not get greedy, Ham. Hey, shall we? Mowers, please. What do we have here? We've got these mowers. Okay, you're looking at, look, I would like something preferably like that. We used to have that. I don't want to get this one again. It's a great mower, by the way. It does work really well, but I think we want to go with something that's what we just had there. 4 miles an hour. I mean, we were stretching it to 5. We could get the cutting deck. That's not a bad option, but I think for today we'll just grab this. Right, at 9 miles an hour. Let's get it in. If we get to choose our own colors, we could get it to match our New Holland blue. Yeah, I like it in the blue. I like it in the New Holland blue. I'm all about that. Let's buy that. Oh yeah. We'll use it as a front cutting deck. Probably not meant to, but jeez, it's a big cutting deck. We'll pick that up on the way back. That'll be fine. Ooh. Shall we reinitiate the speed and the music? Do it. Just do it. They say time is money, and I can tell you this mower has just saved a lot of both. Despite the fact that we spent money, we're going to make it back on this job anyway, plus some. Plus then we've got the other contract, and we just throw some fertilizer down, and that'll be it for today. And this has definitely saved us a lot of time on this field, I can tell you that. At almost double the size and double the speed, We've literally just cut this contract in quarter. Right, let's go and pick up our fertilizer, crack on with the rest of our jobs. Hello, market stall. Hopefully we'll be selling something to you soon. Oof, gotta watch out. Crazy drivers around here. Oh yeah, we may as well pick you up while we're here. Go. Hopefully we don't have any issues this time. Yeah, it seems to pick up on the front better. The rear I seem to have an issue with this this spreader. Also, you might want to just lower that down, otherwise how are you going to see out the front, Ham? Yeah, well said. So our next job looks like we have to take a left up the dirt road. It does feel refreshing to get a couple of these jobs done. Just regular farm, cut a paddock, slash a paddock, do some fertilizing, get paid, get out. It kind of just, you kind of need to break it up sometimes and do a couple of these things. It just does feel a little fresh to be able to do that. Now, have we got a gate entrance? Have we gone past it? Was it back? Oh, it's back down the bottom. It's on the actual road. I was trying to be too clever. This time, as it's just a paddock to cut, I don't think we need to worry too much about closing the gate. Whereas I have to remember to close the gate when we're doing cows and other people's animal yards. Right, let's lower you down. Let's get you cutting. We're cutting from the rear this time, everyone. So at least you get the best of both worlds for this. A lot of mowing early on in the episode, I know, but that's okay too, because with our new mower, it's grand. almost done now. Should be hitting, no, there it is, 94%. So we'll get this one put in the books. I'll hand them all in for their cash after we've done the fertilizing one and we've gotten home. So I think that's a nice thing to do. Chuck the invoices in when we get home. Email them off and get paid. Hey, what do you know? Mission complete. Oh, there's the gate exit. Whoa, compression locks. Oh, dear. All right, let's get out and shut their gate. Good job. Look at that. Lovely job. Didn't miss a patch. Where are we heading to now? I think we're going to take a... Well, actually, I think we can go right there. Can we go? Yeah, no, we go up here. Oh, wait. Consult the GPS first, Ham. We can go up here and take a right. Normally we go straight ahead just up here, but we can take a right, which will be fine, and then we'll get the spreading going. This shouldn't take us too long. Oh, well, actually, it's more like a straight ahead, isn't it? I guess we take a left up there normally. Great. Steering assist, okay. Hey, let's get this one dusted also. And we'll do it from the front. Yeah, look at that. Ah, we should have this knocked over in no time. A lot of time lapsing all in one hit, I know. But hey, it's nice to get some contracts done. I'm kind of done with the mowing for a while. I've satisfied that need to want to mow something in the game. I do like it, but I'm done for a while until we have to do our own, that's for sure. There we go, contract's good. Or if we can just cut up through here and see if we can hear the yard sale going on. Oh, I can't hear it. I could definitely hear yard sale going on. Like there was a yearling sale. You know, sometimes they sell yearling horses where they're just a year old. It's called yearling sales. Well, here in Australia it's called. And I know this because before I was in the Navy, I used to work in events coordinating, and the place we used to do events coordinating at used to actually run yearling sales and cattle sales and all sorts of stuff. So they call them yearlings. So when the horses, the foals are born, they're a year old, yearlings. Yearling sales. I had a comment from a good content creator friend of mine, Big A. If you want to watch some other farming sim content, go and check him out on Twitch. There's also Gilby who does some YouTube if you want to check out someone else who does some farming sim stuff. But the most important thing is Big A did send me a message saying, I can't believe you retired the old girl. And I said to Big A, I had to. It could barely even start. It could barely even start. Alright, that can stay there actually. Lovely. Let's go and sleep. Oh, actually, no, we want to hand our contracts in, don't we? Yes, we do. Indeedly do. So there's 3,000 there. Lovely. There's another 3,700 there. I feel like that should have been worth more, and another 5,000 there. So that's great. That takes us back over to the 42 mark. When you know that we're probably going to be back down to at least 40 after our mortgage payments, so on and so forth, maintenance and all costs come out this evening. Let's sleep. Right, good morning. Yes, back down to 40,425. I do want to check. We got some more feed there, which is brilliant. Now, limestone you're okay for, so let's pop you over here because we'll probably have a couple of these. Yeah, there's another one. Oh, actually, we got like 4 pallets worth. So this is actually quite good. We could go ahead, get these pallets thrown out the back here. Let's see if we can do... Mr. Pole, you're in the way. We'll have to put the front loader back onto the tractor. Come on, one more. Let's go. Let's have it. And plenty of wheat still in here, so that's really encouraging that that's probably going to get us through almost till... it'll get us close to next season, because remember, we still have about 5,000 litres in the silo. An hour and 10 minutes just to do those 3 contracts IRL. What you get to see is the nice trimmed down music version, which is fine because I actually really like... I like watching farming content that people do and watching time lapses. I don't know, I just enjoy watching the job be done and being time lapse, bit of music. It's an enjoyable thing to watch. That's why I like to do them for you guys. Mostly because it satisfies my itch for time-lapsing. I actually really enjoy it. Look, I think we're going to have plenty more feed going, so I am just going to put these into the greenhouses that we've got. We'll check the lettuce also shortly. Bit of first-person front-loader action for you, right? If you love that sort of thing. Get you down nice and low. Hey, satisfy those first-person views for people. And we're going into the second greenhouse ham. Remember that. Also, do you want to check your grass field? Look, I would say the grass field will be at least another month, like at least 3 months for a cut. Hey, there's our pallet of snails. Okay, let's go and grab some lettuce. I would assume that there is some. Oh, there's plenty. Hot to trot. Hot to trot there. So we'll take 2 for each one. I don't know how much of this will get accepted. I'll do the second one first. Do the furthest one away. That way I know what's going on. That way I think these will be well stocked for a while. And we can go ahead and grab ourselves probably the 3rd snail tent. We can probably get a 3rd snail tent up and running. Lovely. Lovely. Water-wise, I think we'll be okay for the water just for a little bit. Not going to stress about that too much. Cool. Let's go ahead and pick up our snails. We'll drop those off too. What I'll do, I'm just going to speed up time a little bit and grab both of these pallets. Now you're making me look like a fool here. What do we got? Oh, there we go. They're in. It was just a matter of being a bit... slow down the time. All right, slow down the time because it's already 10 in the morning. That's okay. That means we'll have extra timber to sell off. Well, are we going to sell it today or you want to hold out? I suppose it doesn't matter too much. We'll get these popped down into the kitchen. And then any other sales we get, I'm not going to put in the kitchen now, right? So 3 pallets into the kitchen is going to be fine for me. Because we want to see how much we're going to produce when it comes to... no, that's pretty good. So we'll have a look at that now. We can see 3,000 and 1,000 litres of garlic. Our production, I don't know how much our production is with that. Right. Let's have a look up here now. Oh, that grass field's looking really good. Yeah, it's not quite at the length we want it. It's still about another month, I think, off. But all in all, you can see the height from the grass out here to the height in the paddock, and it's almost up at that height. And I think one more month and we'll do our cut. And I think we're going to need a forage wagon, like I was saying. How much is a forage wagon? Can we price one up? Well, we've got the baler. We could always mow and bale. Forage wagons tend to be a little expensive. This one's 15,000. I could potentially put the brokers onto it. It's like it'd be nice if we could find one that's not so large. Let's just check our productions. So, flour mill, still looking fine with the limestone. That's great. We stocked that up and that. We know that. The large tarp greenhouse, I'm going to go ahead and activate a little bit of garlic now. So that'll be garlic and lettuce for us. Just I want a little bit more garlic. Probably another 2 pallets worth to get us going. The sawmill, we have... Ooh, we've got wood chips again. 2 pallets of long beams and 2 pallets of long planks, and we've almost got a third on each. That's a good payday for us. And then obviously the snail feed mix. Wow, these guys are churning through the feed mix. We only just threw in so much more today as well. We threw in another 3,000 today. So they are feed mix hungry. Knowing that we're going to have to fork out and purchase potentially a forage wagon. What I'd like to hear is your thoughts down in the comments section below. Are you happy for us to get a forage wagon, or are you happy for me to get a rower and we just bale it up and row it? Knowing that half that paddock up the top is going to turn into goats at some point. And it'll be... The reason why I want a forage wagon is you can see all this grass here on this around these strips. I will go through and I will cut all this and just drag a forage wagon around and fill it up as we need it. And I think we've got enough little grass strips around the area that we can just do that as we go. Hence the reason why I prefer a forage wagon for that. And then we can just leave it parked at the goats and go from there. And goat from there. I'm just going to make my life a little bit easier here. We do have some trees here that, like I said before, we're going to be cutting down some of these trees and clearing out some of this area also. Right, what do you want to do? I'll load this in a what? I'll load this in a time lapse. Let's go. Well, we still have these 3 to go on. I don't think we're going to fit them. No way we're going to fit them. What I'm thinking we'll do right now is I'll leave them there. We'll take the wood chips down and sell them off just because of how full the trailer is. We can then come back up, load these on, and I think we're going to have a big payday team. I'm really thinking we're going to have a great payday at the moment. Now, I could leave these for tomorrow or next month or whatever, but we're going to need some money anyway to buy some more products. Whoa! No, 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 no! Jeez. We're a bit heavy. Maybe a new trailer? No, we've got the bale trailer up there. And remember, we're not selling those bales until we can get a half-decent price for them. Right. Back it in, back it in. And... hey, look at that. 7K just for some wood chips. Bloody oath. Bloody oath on toast. Classic Australian saying. Bloody oath on toast. You've never heard it in your life, have you? Except for on my streams. There we go. I would say, ooh, I'd say perfect with bated breath. Okay, put the brakes on. Please do us safe. Thank you. Can we have a look at the prices, please, of our wood? So first up we've got is our long planks, and then we've got wooden beams. So long planks, it's at the worst price possible. Am I worried? No, because on the worst day, it can still be as good as the goodest day. The goodest? The Sawmill Carpentry Workshop, tag it and bag it. Huh. Of course you seem like you're... So... oh, this is new and interesting. See, this is why I like doing this. We can go out our gate, up this road, take a left, and up to the sawmill. Let's do that now. And sell off our... oh, God. I think we're going to need some new right-hand tires for this trailer by the time we're finished with this drive. So look, next episode, let's just chat quickly, because next episode we're going to be cutting that field and we're going to be putting goats in. So get ready, goats next episode. Yep, it's happening. And I'm super excited for that because we were so close to goats last time, and this time we're even closer. If you drive in first person, it's brilliant because you don't know what's happening behind you, as long as you don't look in your mirrors. Don't look in the mirrors. It's like being chased by like some scary animal or dinosaur or something. You'd just be like, don't look back, don't look back, don't look back. All right, here we are at the sawmill. That was pretty quick and easy and painless. I think we just do a quick turn up in here. Hello, sawmill folk. I've got some lovely timber for you all. Looks like we sell it around the back, do we? No. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's a lot of different points in this place. Interesting. Right, back that in. We don't have a lot of space. Also, Ham, you're indicating. Right, ready? $33,000. Any more? Any more? Let's just see if we can coerce this, but it might be done. We might look. I would have thought it's still taking it, it's still accepting it, but maybe they only take a certain amount. I wouldn't have thought so. So we're loaded back up. We're heading to the Brickerton because we have sold everything we can to the carpentry shop. That's probably a good mental note for next time, that possibly the best place to sell is going to be the Brickerton regardless, because we can just offload all of our product in one hit. I really love that grass paddock. That's a really nice little grass hill. I'd like to own that paddock because it's got a goodly amount of grass on it. See you at the Brickerton. It's been a really good episode for money making today. We're really good to bounce back after the spending we did on the combine harvester. But I really am happy that we did buy that combine harvester. You can always make money, but good sales like that don't always come up. And I think if a half decent tractor comes up, we're gonna have to jump on that chance also. Right, I'm hoping that we have over 20,000 worth and we can hit the 100,000s. Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, 36,477 euro, leaving us with 117,236. But as you can see above that, it still says minus 355,000 euro in debt. Yep, we're getting there. Next episode, like I said, goats, mowing, going. No, I just tried to combine goats and mowing. That doesn't work. I am going though. On that segue, thanks for hanging out today, everyone. Please leave a like on your way out the door and subscribe if you haven't, to stay up with all the latest content on the channel. I've been Ham, and thank you very much for being here in this journey so far. I'm having a great time, and I'll see you all over the next couple of days for some more farming action. Get out of here.